So it's 8:05. I just grabbed my lunch out of the fridge in the break room. Came out the door and hopped in a Ford Edge. And I'm on my lunch break right now, but I got to get up to the rental car center somehow. I'm sure as hell not walking there. Backing up and going off to the right. And sort of out through Wholesale. Oh, my headlights are not on. Whoopsie. I just became that guy. Okay, got them on auto now. So anyway, yeah, I'm just grabbing this, and I'm going to take it up the flip ramp. Even though I'm not technically working right now, and I'm on my lunch break. Just because I'm wanting to go up to the... oh man, car coming behind me on the ramp has its headlights off. I don't know why it's so hard for everybody to turn their damn headlights on. Anyway, as I was walking to this, I just had one of those moments where I was thinking, how cool the world would be if anytime you needed to get a ride from point A to point B, you just grabbed the nearest available vehicle, hopped in, started it up, and drove it to where you were headed to, and just left it there with the keys in it. How cool would that be? That's kind of how it works around there. But of course, everything here is self-contained, and you can't really drive a vehicle out of here. So that Splash stuff was actually pretty good. A 20-ounce bottle for $1. I mean, granted, it's just sweet and flavored water, but when you get right down to it, isn't pretty much every soft drink, considering most drinks are $2, something I like for $1 in a 20-ounce bottle is a win. Definitely will get more of those. All right, so it's 8:31 right now. I came down the stairs over on the dollar side to see if there was anything on the dollar maintenance line, and there was. This one Toyota Camry. Shooter Jennings on Sirius XM Channel 62, Outlaw Country. I don't listen to Shooter Jennings very often, but I really like his stuff, so this works. Wow, the selection of available rental cars over here at Hertz is getting slim. So this one's sitting on its donut spare, so obviously it's going in the tire line. One thing I've definitely noticed with modern cars compared to cars back in, the 1990s, early 2000s, is that the donut spares that come with the cars are a lot closer to normal sized tires than they used to be. I remember when the donut spares first became a thing back in the 1990s, and just thinking it was the weirdest thing ever because they'd be so weird and small. It seemed like it was putting a glorified motorcycle tire onto your car as a spare. I remember some of them used to even say maximum speed 35 miles per hour, maximum speed 40 miles per hour. I'm glad the car industry seems to be switching away from that into more reasonable spare tires. And my thing is, ever since that whole donut spare thing started, I started always swapping those out, because that was during the time when I had my cab company. But yeah, even personal cars I had at that point, I always swapped those donut spares out for a full-size spare. Just because if I do have to switch onto a spare tire, I don't want to be driving on something goofy like that. All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars over here in my gatekeeper line. tuna sandwiches were good. I'm not sure exactly what Priscilla put in her tuna salad, but it was unusually sweet and really nice. And she made them on croissants, which made it even better. Oh, there's another one in the Gatekeeper line I didn't see. Yeah, looks like I have a few cars to bump up on lines here. So we'll be busy down here for a little bit. This is Ray Wiley Hubbard, Live and Die Rock and Roll. I like the Outlaw Country Station when I listen to it. Wow, the cup holders in this minivan are way down on the floor. Like there's sort of a center console, but it's way weird down low. So it's some kind of a Chrysler minivan. I think it's a Voyager when it started it up. Kind of thinking this is the one that Meyer said was good to go out. I looked at the front to see if I could see that same damage. And not only did I not see the little hole that he pointed out, but there's a license plate there. So I'm wondering if maybe this is the same vehicle and the license plate thing fell off and they found it and put it back on. I don't know. No way to know for sure. I'm just taking it up to the flip ramp. Had another kind of Hertz moments a little bit ago. So down on the yard, moving stuff forward. I had my bag with a little bit of food still in it and one of those Mountain Dews, so I wanted to put that back in the, I got a handful of cars up here. Oh, yeah, quite a few cars in there. It's maintenance line. So yeah, I wanted to put that in the break room fridge, and that put me way closer to the cars going up than the ones on the maintenance yard I was trying to work on. So anyway, good thing I came up here because I got quite a few cars I need to bring down. So I need to work on that. But yeah, I saw something really stupid on the last car that I bumped up in the PM's line, and I'll explain that in a moment. Ooh, the car's nice. So they actually got the entire Hertz. Wow, it came on with tunes. Nice. They got the entire Hertz return area completely cleared. I see one Tesla kind of sitting in the middle. I got a feeling it's probably got its key locked in and or lost its key. But the rest of the area is clear. All the cars moving over the maintenance line for me to deal with them. So I'm in another Ford Explorer, which has got the safety hold note on the side. So it's going with the rest of the Ford Explorers that have the new recall on them. This is kind of annoying. The little center compartment door, which I assume is for charging phones. It's got a USB-C hole, a USB-A hole, and then a little thing that flips open to a 12-volt lighter jacks type plug. But that area, it's like a little cubby. It's got a light in it. It doesn't shut off unless you close the door. And I don't even know if that shuts off the light or if it just obscures it. But as you can hear, the door isn't staying shut. I've never encountered one that won't stay shut before. Yeah, these Explorers are freaking lemons, that's for sure. All right, this one was in the back. Let's see how many other vehicles I have. I got 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's a Polestar. 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 to bring down. Well, after this one, I'm definitely coming right back up since this isn't going to the maintenance yard. This one's going over in the fleet area by the rest of the be called Ford Explorers. I'm contemplating putting a note on the window about this stupid door not closing, but I don't even know what to call it. Earlier, when I was doing up-downs, waiting for the one car washer to finish that Cadillac that was on hold for somebody, I noticed somebody else putting a Ford Explorer down here, and I think it's the one in front of me. It's not very straight in the line. It's kind of off to the right. Not cool. When I put these in lines, I try to make them absolutely perfect. I have no idea who it was moving, and I was awfully curious. And I'm back in the maintenance line. Next one up is a Nissan Rogue. I'm pretty sure this is a Nissan Rogue. Came on to 94.5 FM. That's usually a win. Oh yeah, new order. So, as I suspected, the Tesla that's sitting off by itself has the key locked in the car. That's been happening with the Model 3s a lot lately. I don't know if it's some kind of a new software upgrade or what, but the people leave the keys in the car like they're supposed to, and the cars just lock themselves. Probably some kind of a setting. I know they've been trying to get people with the Tesla Model 3s to put the keys actually on top of the car, which seems pretty bizarre, but it's been such an issue with the keys getting locked in the car. On the bright side, that doesn't require the contractor guy in the key van to come out to fix, so it's not going to be there for days. There's apparently a couple of managers that have some way of getting those open, but still kind of an annoyance when it happens. So this Rogue has an interesting note attached to the keychain about problems the renter was having with the vehicle. And has a handful of different things written on the window. I mean, it's got an f-stop for oil change, but it also says 1 inspect. Anyway, with all the notes and stuff this car has on it, it's definitely going in the pink line. And as much as I want to clear out my gatekeeper right now, I think my best bet is just to put this in the line, bump another one up in the line on the way back to the car wash, and just get up and keep removing those from upstairs, because there's still quite a few left. That's the seatbelt dinger. Janet, nice. Oh, so the note says, guest is having issues with rental car. Battery is giving them issues, may have to jump it. Dashboard says system malfunction. Well, the dashboard didn't say that when I moved it, and it started just fine. But maybe the mechanic will see that when he moves it. And maybe he won't. I'm just putting it where it goes. And then moving this one just to the right, a little bit further up the line. It's a I was gonna say it's a Chevy Malibu. It says hood latch broken. That's an issue I don't see very often. It also says change engine oil soon.
So it's great. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her success. You know, I think when I watched that performance, the concert in the park that you did, you write about all these nerds you have that you're going to throw up.
I'll go ahead and make a note on the window about needing an oil change.
Like you're talking to them like you're talking to them.
So I was going straight upstairs to try to get more cars, but there was a Chevy Malibu that was left in a weird area. Like it was over by where the glass chips go, which I cleared that area out and took them all over to the Dollar Car Wash, like my RS. But it wasn't like in a line. It was with the bumper right up tight against the streetlight pole, which I hope I'm getting in the shot. It's there, the pole under there. I have no idea why they would have parked it like that. That's so bizarre. So as you can see there, it says remaining oil life, 98%. And so as you see, there's little cursor control buttons on the steering wheel that allows you to switch between different things in that little screen there. You've got, my camera works so bad. You got trip, vehicle, ECO, economy, fuel economy. On vehicle, it says remaining oil life, 98%, which I interpret that to mean that 100% is when the oil change was done. So it's only been 2% of whatever the recommended amount is between the last oil change and when Chevy believes the next oil change should be. And the reason I'm mentioning that is I moved not long ago. I moved a vehicle. It was another Chevy Malibu, exactly like this, that is marked F-stop, which means oil change. And it's in the oil change line. Already has an orange hat on it. And it had that same screen for remaining oil life, or whatever the hell that screen just said. And I think it said 78%, which to me tells me it's only, a quarter of the way to needing its next oil change. But actually, my bad, it wasn't a Malibu, it was that white Equinox right over there. Oh, never mind. No, it was this dark Chevy Traverse right there. And dark blue. Walked right by. That sounds as annoying as my own car. So my gut feeling on that Chevy SUV over there in the maintenance line, or in the PM's line, is that whoever did the check-in on it saw the word oil on the dashboard and just decided, oh, yep, that means it needs an oil change, and put in an F-stop when it's nowhere near needing an oil change. Not anything I can do about it. I just move them. But it's kind of shitty that on a night when we're really short on cars, that car, which more likely than not has absolutely nothing wrong with it, is in the system as needing an oil change. And it's going to take, because it's in the system as needing an oil change, it's going to need somebody at the shop to come out and look up the maintenance records and actually check how many miles it's had since its last oil change, and then clear it before it can go out to be rented again tomorrow. So 9:14 p.m. right now. The clock on here says 6:14. It said some number that doesn't calculate as time in my head because it was in 24-hour mode, and I changed it to time zone Hawaii. That's interesting. I changed it from 24-hour to 12-hour, and usually that gets it to what looks like a time, but yeah, 6:14 when it should say 9:14. I changed the mountain that changed to 9:14, daylight savings time off. So, all right. Not like I have to fix the clock, but stuff like that in a car just drives me absolutely nuts. And I figure it'll make the car a little more pleasant for the next racer. All right. I forgot what the hell the deal was with this car. Oh yeah, the tire pressure sensors. And somebody already marked the window, so I just got to put a yellow hat on it and get it in the line. Part of me wants to bring that Traverse to the attention of Maiar, but I don't know. I feel like I've already had more contact with him tonight than I want to have on a given night. Although, if I do see him again, I'm going to mention the vehicle to him, because I'm pretty sure he can clear it to get it back into the system and available to rent. Should get some music on it here. I'm slacking. Got so distracted by the clock, I wasn't even... Oh, dang. This is Bluetooth audio. Portable player is not connected. How the heck do I get it to radio? There we go. I just click that, click source. Click FM. I don't see XM as an option. And it goes on to static. 94.9 was on preset 1. Playing ZZ Top. That works. The keychain is hitting my knee. That's not good. Another one of my car pet peeves is people who have extreme dangly keychains and put a whole bunch of shit on their keychain, and then they end up driving their car, hint, hint, Priscilla, and all the danglies from the keychain are hitting my leg while I'm driving. I can't stand that. That's just way too much of a distraction for me when I'm driving. Plus, I don't like the sound of it dangling. Now, granted, in most modern cars, that's not really an issue because the keys don't go in the ignition. But I'm in a Toyota. Oh, not a Camry. What's the other sedan by them? It's so popular. Oh. I would love to go see Styx at Celebrity Theater. Such a great venue. Damn near walking distance from my home.
Do you have a broken tooth or you need a crown? Then check.
Toyota Camry in front of this one. The lights are on auto. It's bugging me. I can't remember what that's called. Oh, a Corolla. Like I would forget what those are called. Yeah, Toyota Corolla. Camry in front of it. The Camrys and the Corollas look so similar to me. I mean, I know the Corollas are smaller than the Camrys, but still. All right, I'm just bumping this one up on the line. I don't think I put the one directly in front of this into this line. I might have. I'm not sure. This one's got a towel in it. I think I did park that Malibu. It says PM hold from Kickout. And if memory serves, that's the one that was parked up all weird right up against the light pole over in the glass chip area. All right, this is some kind of Volkswagen crossover thing. I really don't like these. Welcome, Georgia. I get such a kick out of when cars on the dashboard greet me by name and they get the name wrong. Although I had a Tesla Model 3 I moved today that said "Welcome Dan." I thought that was kind of cool. Marilyn Manson on the radio. So I'm just bumping up the lines right now. After checking that white Malibu that I was a little unsure about, which apparently I forgot to put a hat on. Putting a hat on it, it occurred to me that maybe I should bump some of these up just to straighten the area up. But the way Myar's trying so hard to get more cars upstairs, I'm surprised he hasn't come down for this, because this has a 6-hold. There's a Volkswagen in front of it that has a 6-hold. And there's another. I didn't crack the window. And there's another vehicle with a 6-hold on it. I think it's a Volkswagen too. Got all the tires. Well, no, I don't have the tires bumped up. I got 3 cars in the tire line. They're right tight against each other, and they're not in an inconvenient location, so I think I can actually get away with not bumping those up. I am awfully curious about this other vehicle with the 6-hold on it, though. It's a Nissan. I was thinking maybe somebody made a decision not to. So sometimes when we're short on, or most of the time when we're short on cars, anything with a 6-hold just gets scraped off and put out for rent. I thought maybe somebody made a decision for some reason not to do that with the Volkswagens. Plus they tend to be more expensive vehicles. But no, this one's a Nissan. This one's nothing special at all. It's just a Nissan Rogue. And I definitely was the one who drove this one last, because it's on AM 1340, which just sounds mostly like static at night. Yeah, I can't even make out what's on it. I absolutely love most of what they play on 1340 AM, and well, all the time. Just I think they're based in Apache Junction, and their nighttime signal must be really low power, because it just don't get out here at night. But it's a reasonably clear signal in the daytime. It's extremely lo-fi. I mean, AM's going to be lo-fi regardless, but I mean, it's lo-fi for AM. I mean, I've heard some AM that's very listenable, and yeah, their signal is it's pretty rough. But they play such good music, and that's enough for me to keep tuning in.